Today we have the pleasure to interview Adriano Moraes. He's the current flyweight champion. He's one of the best fighters outside the UFC, and he had the kindness to give us some minutes of his time. So, Adriano, thank you very much, and welcome to Somos MMA.
Oh, nice. It's my pleasure to give this interview for you guys.
Adriano, tell us how are you doing with all the pandemic situation? Are you training normally?
Yes, the American top team make a rotated training inside the gym, have a lot of fighters inside UFC who had fight coming up. So I'm still there and helping my teammates for their fight coming up. And of course, I provided this time and training too, for my next fight. My next fight was postponed by coronavirus, but we are keeping training, with the protocol of social distancing and all the things you're gonna do to protect ourselves. But we keep training, we keep our body ready, and that's it. You just keep the work on.
And how does this protocol affects the training? I imagine, I don't know if you can do the sparring sessions normally, or do you have to make some changes?
So the correct thing to do is make the social distance like that. But we are a fighter, everyone inside the gym need to have the exams clean, blood and everything, the flu, and it's just two partners per time inside the gym, and then you can do a sparring session, you can do a grappling session, of course, but just with one guy, just change your partner all the time. It's like you used to do all the time and the times before, but now you need to show your exams. If you clean, you can go to the gym, but you just have one partner training. And it just if you have a fight coming up, or are you a champion, or you have a big fight coming up after this pandemic pass, and to keep your body in shape.
And about the exams, I want to ask you, have you done the no thing that we have seen in the social media? The thing that they put, I don't know, it's like a stick in your nose. Have you done that?
Yeah, everybody done that. It's like, you need to get a thing is inside your nose, like ding ding in your mind, like, it's a little bit weird, but you need to do that. It's okay.
Adriano, tell us, did one tell you something about what's going to happen with I don't know, with the fights and with all the events?
So they postponed every event they're gonna have over there. I think in the Asia now, the time is a little bit different, and they don't say nothing about when gonna be the next event, but I think it's gonna be really soon. I think July or August. Let's see what's gonna happen, but they don't say nothing about that.
You have recently signed a new contract, and you were supposed to face Demetrious Johnson, but then, well, all this COVID-19 situation happened. I imagine that you still want that fight. Do you still waiting for that fight?
Yes, of course. I already signed 3 contracts for this fight. And I was so excited, and I'm keep excited for this fight coming up, because Demetrious Johnson is like a dream opponent for everyone flyweight fighter. So for me, it's not different, and it's why I'm keeping shape, just waiting for a call. But that's it. This fight's gonna happen. This fight's gonna happen, and just wanna wait this time, because this time is the coronavirus time. But after this time, we're gonna have one of the best fights in this flyweight division.
Adriano, sorry, but my English is bad. How are you preparing the fight?
How I preparing for this fight?
Sí. Yes.
Oh yes. Demetrious Johnson is an amazing fighter. You know, he have a really good transition of MMA, and I need to know every step he's gonna do in this fight. You know, and I need to follow him or be better than him. So for this, I need to make my cardio game. It's gonna really high. You know, and I like to do 5 rounds fight. You know, my last 5 or 6 bout before, I made 5 rounds, like with example cardio, example transition. So he's a grappler. He's a grappler like me, you know. But I think in my striking this match, because I have more my height, you know, it's gonna be better for this match. So I'm focused on in my box, my Muay Thai, and of course I keep my grappling all the time and a good level, you know. Last year I competed in the Worlds No Gi Worlds 2019 in California. I got the third place in the master division. So I always like to compete in BJJ tournaments to keep my jiu-jitsu in high level, and I have good teammates who help me a lot. My master Hani Yahya should be here together with me for this fight, of course, and I go there to shock the world. You know, I just wait my time to shine.
For sure. Which aspects do you consider would be the key for winning in this fight? Thinking in this fight.
I think the key for this fight is to be aggressive. You know, aggressive to make a point, because the one championship rules is different than UFC. There you need to be aggressive. You know, you need to show blood, really blood. You know, and I want to show that.
Adriano, you have, if we see your record, you have lost 3 fights in your career, and all of them by split decision. Do you feel that you were evident winner in any of them?
It's a good question, because just one fight, I really think I lost. You know, just one. Against Yusuf Sadulaev. It was my debut in the one championship. Was amazing fight. Like, you know, we changed a lot of punches and takedowns and elbows. Was crazy. But he won by split decision. And this loss in my career, I really accept that. You know, I thought he won like by unanimous decision. But the both others, man, I really won the fight. You know, for me, I never.
And then you could avenge your losses against Akhmetov and Eustachio. Do you want a rematch against Yusuf Sadulaev? Would you like that fight? Maybe after the Demetrious Johnson fight?
So the one championship made the rankings, the new rankings for the each divisions, and Yusuf Sadulaev is one division up to me, and he likes to fight in the featherweight divisions too. Let's see what's gonna happen, you know, because I think now I have a lot of opponents in the flyweight division.
Yes.
Have a lot of guys who I can keep defending my belt, or I try to go to the bantamweight division and try the bantamweight gold. Let's see what's gonna happen after my fight against Demetrious Johnson, and I'm gonna be able to fight, because I'm the longest, like 1 year and a half almost to off the cage, and I'm really hungry to fight.
And talking about one and the company, I imagine that you feel comfortable in one. You're the current champ, but did you have any contract or any offer from another companies?
So I'm the champion now in the one championship, you know, but we have some offers, of course. But 2 years ago, I received a good offer by from UFC. So, but the one championship boss, he gave me a new contract, and now I don't have any anymore. But I like to stay in one championship. I like the organization, you know. I'm been there for like 7 years. I have a career, you know, in one championship. I started the flyweight division over there. I'm the first flyweight champion in the history of the one championship. So I think to be in one championship for me today is more top level than years ago, you know. So for me, it's good. Let's see what's gonna happen after the fight, you know. And but I'm open to receive every invited. So let's see what's gonna happen.
And a few days ago, Brandon Vera has said that if one makes a fight in USA, the American people will love the style of the franchise. What do you think about that?
I cut a little bit. You can repeat, please.
Yes, Brandon Vera has said that if one makes a fight in USA, the American people will love the style of one of the franchise. I want to know, what do you think about that?
It's amazing. It's gonna be amazing for one championship to go worldwide, you know, because the people in Brazil wanted to have one championship over there too, in Brazilian area, like here in United States, you know, because one championship wanna bring the main values of the martial arts, you know, agility, humanity, you know, compassion, dedication, everything. They like to count the fighter stories, you know, hero stories, the true hero stories. The one championship have kickboxing, Muay Thai, no gi grappling, you know. It's a home of martial arts. It's the biggest, you know, than UFC. And in the show, man, the show it's amazing. It's like a rock and roll show, you know, inside the MMA organization. I think it's going to be another option for the public to watch, and I think the American people would love, you know.
And if one comes to Latin America, I think that you will gladly come with them.
Yes, of course. We have a dream to bring the one championship to Brazil, of course. So Latin America, to open for everybody, you know, to bring more different fighters, to give more opportunity for our fighters to show their stories inside the one championship, the biggest stage, you know, and show the people the true stories of the heroes, the fighter heroes, you know, because every champion, every tough fighter have a good stories to come, you know, the overcome stories who inspire people in the world, like, you know. I think one championship do it better than everyone in this game.
And I want to talk about you train American top team. How is to train there? Because there are a lot of good fighters, and I imagine that you can learn a lot from all of them.
Yes, of course. For me, it was a good opportunity 4 years ago when they invited me to enter in this family, and a big opportunity for my life. And here one thing is good: you learn every day with a lot of fighters around the world who step out here and stay here for a while, you know, to make their camps. You always learn a lot, you know. Sometimes I'm gonna train with Pedro Munoz. The other time I make sparring with Marlon Moraes, and I have my Japanese friends for a long time. We are together. We collect like 4 belts, 5 belts together. Me and Kyoji Horiguchi training together. He's a top Japanese high level in the world, and we trained together like 5 years. 5 years since he entered the American top team too. Now we have José Formiga, Alexandre Pantoja, top 2 flyweights in the world. Fora Renato Moicano, Thiago Moises, a lot of the best fighters in the world, you know, they are here in the American top team. So the knowledge is infinity, and you can learn every day. So every day you go to the gym excited because you know you're gonna learn. So we have good coaches, mentality coaches over there. You know, you can stop the train and have a good conversation. You know, have a lot of experienced fighters who have a good advice to give you to getting better for your preparation, for getting better for your next fight. You know, we have Alexei Oleink. You know Alexei Oleink?
Yes, we have talked with him also a few days ago, a few weeks ago.
The master grappler with a lot of fights in his back, and he keep doing the job. He have 42 years old. He trained like a young boy. It's so inspirational for me, you know, to me. So it's why I like to be here in the American top team. It's why I moved to my family here to Florida to keep on my work, to get better hours and take my MMA game to another level all the time.
Adriano, speaking of Latin American, how is your relation with Santiago Ponzinibbio?
Santiago Ponzinibbio, man, is a big friend of mine here. We used to live together here in our beginnings in Florida's life. We lived together in the same house, so we like growing up together here in the United States. He's so nice with me. Sometimes I go for his home, take some food, you know. We have a lot of good conversation all the time. Today I train with him, you know. He's really good in box. He give me a lot of advices for put a good box in an MMA game, you know. And so Santiago, everybody loves Santiago Ponzinibbio. He's a good guy. He's a great fighter, and I would love to see him to be a champion in UFC. You know, because when the UFC made UFC on Argentina, oh man, it was amazing. You know, it was amazing. He told me he loved it. What the UFC he did for him, you know. Now he working, he work with that channel the UFC, to do some post fight interviews and like a presentador, We are big friends here. I thank you God to have a good people around me, and Santiago Ponzinibbio is one of them.
Speaking the UFC, what is the UFC fighter you like the most? For example, in grappling, Alexei Oleink or which? What? Sorry.
I have a lot of good fighters, you know, in grappling. We have Alexei Oleink in the heavyweight division, but in my weight division, Ali bantamweight, flyweight, I need to say my master Rani Arya. He's amazing. He's have a jiu-jitsu in another level. I'm a black belt under him, so I need to say nobody can't forget him. You know, Rani Arya is one of the best grapplers in this
game. Do you talk about soccer?
Yes, of course. Sometimes I do talk. Pelé o Maradona.
Le cuento, le digo a la gente, yo cuando hablé con Adriano, le expliqué para hacer una entrevista y Adriano me contestó, yo te doy la entrevista, pero vos decime, ¿a quién preferís como argentino? ¿Maradona o Pelé? ¿Yo qué hice? Dije Pelé para que me dé la entrevista. Ahora que me dio la entrevista, le digo en la cara, face to face, Maradona es mejor que Pelé. What is your opinion?
Vos se lo decís porque él está en Estados Unidos y vos estás en Argentina. Si estuvieran los dos en el mismo lugar, no sé.
No.
Os dois são muito bons jogadores. Os dois são muito bons, muito bons.
Adriano, do you talk about soccer with Santiago Ponzinibbio?
Santiago Ponzinibbio is almost a Brazilian guy, you know. Santiago Ponzinibbio is almost a Brazilian guy. It's funny because when I have a soccer game with different teams, you know, Argentine team like Flamengo versus Boca Juniors, like so Argentina is the first to go to the gym and Argentina. Man, all the time. It's funny, brother. It's funny.
What is your favorite soccer team in Brazil?
In Brazil, brother, I never like too much like a passion on soccer, like, you know, I love this team, but I like Vasco da Gama, you know, because my capoeira master, long time ago, he loved it, Vasco da Gama, like anyone else, like that team, you know. And I was a kid, and I was a kid and said, I like Vasco da Gama too. You know, sometimes one of the team I most like is Vasco da Gama.
Gracias por visitar Somos MMA en YouTube. No olvides suscribirte a nuestro canal y activar las notificaciones para seguir disfrutando de nuestro contenido.